replacing
WrestleMania.
All in.
Tony, the governor!
We outside! Bing bong! We couldn't do this without
Vince McMahon.
Psych! First up,
Wembley.
baby, we're taking it all the way!
CM Punk.
We had
The Elite.
it was rough shit, but we have
All In. Wrestling.
Israel for once, baby! Let's go!
WrestleMania.
We're beating that shit, baby! We're beating that shit! You're next!
Fake record.
You're fucking next! Tell me this,
Told you.
Don't you regret not coming to Hey! Don't you regret not coming to This place is a dump! I'm never coming back here ever again! Suck my dick!
Vince McMahon.
Suck my dick! Fuck!
Triple H.
You already know! Bing bong! Bing bong! Real talk, I'm from
London,
and you know what?
Triple H,
The fucking bitch! Fuck
the Fed.
Bing bong!
Tiger style.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
Oh, say less.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
We replacing
WrestleMania.
with
All in.
Tony, the governor!
we outside! Bing bong!
Tiger style.
We couldn't do this without
Vince McMahon.
Psych! First up,
Wembley.
baby, we're taking it all the way!
CM Punk.
We had
The Elite.
it was rough shit, but we have
All In. Wrestling.
Israel for once, baby! Let's go!
WrestleMania.
We're beating that shit, baby! We're beating that shit! You're next!
Fake record.
You're fucking next! Tell me this,
Told you.
Don't you regret not coming to Hey! Don't you regret not coming to This place is a dump! I'm never coming back here ever again! Suck my dick!
Vince McMahon.
Suck my dick! Fuck!
Triple H.
You already know! Bing bong! Bing bong! Real talk, I'm from
London.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, all right? Make sure you log it in and you remember to check out my good friends over at the Broken Table Podcast live on YouTube. These are some of my good friends. They have some of the best topics going on. They're talking about a lot of good things. And also, they like to put over the Prince Nana dance. Hey, I swerve and I drive. I swerve and I drive. Hey, hey. Don't forget, tune in, log on to the Broken Tables Podcast live on YouTube, my friends.
Welcome to the Broken Tables Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Vegas. Somewhat co-host Rome. Rome cannot get his Discord working here tonight, so at the moment, we are all alone. Hopefully we can get Rome's stuff working. I'd like to try to walk him through it, but he's having... Alright, so we got Rome's audio here. That at least works for now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the computer. I wish I could help you with that one. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe try Googling, Discord gray box. Not sure, but... Yeah. That's weird. But what is going on? Welcome everybody in chat. We got a lot of people here already. We got the King of Hueco Mundo. We got Brandon. We got the Day Trading Doge. We got Cody Hayter and Team Serena Deeb. Team Serena Deeb loves... So do we. So do we all, baby, says the Doge. How's everybody doing tonight? Ready for some AEW Dynamite, the all-out Fallout? Hopefully we're getting a debut here tonight. The Hurt Syndicate. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, there's got to be at least one like debut or some sort of return. I heard people talking about the Golden Lovers, Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega. I know Kenny's not ready yet, but you never know when they're throwing smoke and mirrors at us, you know, trying to throw off the scent of their return. That really revitalized this tag division. Imagine if they were able to land the Motor City Machine Guns as well, get them in there. Man, there's a chance for this this tag division to get back on track here tonight, huh? Alright. No, yeah, you're good. Keep going. I think Cody Hayter in chat was the one that asked, where do you think Motor City Machine Guns are going? I think they're coming... No, yeah. Yeah, I could see them coming to AEW for sure. What up, Coach? 5 minutes till showtime. Who do you guys think we're getting tonight in the Tag Team Casino Gauntlet match? I really think we are getting the Hurt Syndicate tonight. Now, whether that's just MVP and Lashley, or whether that's going to be Lashley and not Cedric Alexander. Excuse me. Yeah, Shelton Benjamin or, all three of those guys. Golden Rose. Excited for Queen Aminata tonight. Me too. That's why she was on both of my thumbnails. Queen Aminata is amazing. Can't wait to see her in the future. King says, ooh, Penta and Fenix. Man, if we see Penta and Fenix tonight, would that mean that they've come to terms back with AEW? Or what do you guys? Maybe Tony was able to convince them, like, wait to make your decision before we sign our TV deal. You know? Might not be. We shall see. Looks like a pretty decent... Nah, you never know who wants the money and who doesn't. Let's see here. It's going to be a good card here tonight. I don't think I have my... Yeah, I closed down my X up there. Huh. Yeah, Cody Hayter, I'm pretty sure the Outrunners will be there. Most likely to take the pin. Most likely to take the pin. I really hope nobody from the Learning Tree is there. I'm not into the Learning Tree. Cody Hayter says Jamie Hayter will join the Blackpool Combat Club. Think so? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, they got Marina Shafir. Rome's completely right. She's already involved in a storyline already. Getting her revenge. Huh. What are people saying is the problem? Like, is it your camera? Is it Discord? Oh. Yeah. Alright, I'm reading up a little bit on it here. We got 1 minute till showtime. Alright. You guys don't hear Rome? I hear him. If I hear him, how do you not hear him? Say something for me, Rome? There's no way. Yeah, I see. It's got the bars moving for your audio. You guys don't hear Rome? I hear him. I hear him. Say something for me, Rome. What on earth? They can't hear you for some reason, but I can hear you. What? How's that even possible? Okay. Yeah, that's funny because it's barely even going. I have everything turned off. Wonder if that's this thing. Okay, that's crazy that you guys can't hear Rome. Ooh, we mentioned Regal. Well, yeah, I know that, but Regal went back to the WWE, so it's like not. Well, I guess they don't hesitate to mention people. All right.
That's right, here in Lexington, Kentucky, Darby Allin is in the house here, live tonight on TBS.
See, I'm still confused at how you guys can even hear that, because that's way over there in this camera, or this camera. This microphone's way over here. I don't understand why they can't hear you. That's fucking weird. Is it? The new truck design. Yep. Why, that doesn't make any sense that they can't hear you. Ooh, Darby Allin's here possibly to respond to Moxley.
broadcast continues. Let's head back to the ring and Tony Schiavone. Christian Cage, and all in London, you won the Casino Gauntlet to give you the unique opportunity to execute this contract and get a world title match whenever
Like,
and whenever
at all. That doesn't make sense. I can hear him, and it's...
While I conduct my business. First things first, Tony. My son Nick told me that the word on the street is that has infinite aura. And considering the fact that I've carried this company on my back for the last year and a half, most people would say that's true. But now that I have this contract, I'd say... Now, as far as Wembley goes, it didn't start off the way we wanted to when our trios
Aha.
championships were still...
Your audio.
But we rallied,
That's
and I
great. I'd rather fix my laptop's Discord
Discord
program.
happened in that gauntlet match.
Yeah, I'd rather fix that too, but I'm pretty sure I got your audio
I
working.
reinstalled it, and I'm still just getting this great box. I tried Googling it. I'm still trying.
And I saw something that I've been waiting to see for the last 2 years.
Yep, I got your audio fixed.
Wonderful.
Now let's lower this audio that's being picked up from... Coach says, there he is. Yeah, I found it. Somehow I had him axed.
Trying to figure out why my Discord doesn't want to work.
I think Rome secretly got himself banned today on Discord. Doesn't
No,
wanna
because I'm
tell
literally
us.
on the Discord on my phone.
True. So this is actually kind of funny. Let me see if this is actually what they would see. So there, yeah. Your Discord right now is just a little tiny profile of Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we could still do the split screen. Rome just, you know. You should send me some sort of like funny thumbnail to put in place of you if ever something like this happens.
Probably just me, like, trying to off myself, to be honest.
Well, geez, I just noticed a kitty cat on my chair. Kitty cat. Hello. What up, Zach? You were watching a little bit to see what was going on. Thank you for at least being there. So what exactly did he say there? Did you listen to him or no?
Unfortunately, I'm not paying any attention, which is extremely infuriating for me. I'm extremely infuriated right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, stuff.
I'm
actually looking at the Discord gray screen thing, seeing. Are you looking at the gray screen?
Yeah, I can now. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, now it says, well, this is awkward. Looks like Discord just crashed unexpectedly. We tracked an error and we'll get right on it. Reload, will that help?
Okay, so it's taking forever to load Discord is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, actually. Now that finally popped up. That hasn't popped up yet for me. That's the first time it popped up. I hit reload, and it's the same gray box afterwards.
Okay. We got Will Ospreay. Are you like watching a video or something?
No, I don't have any videos playing on my. There's nothing on my laptop right now except for Discord.
Okay, I was just gonna say whatever was on the TV was super loud.
Oh, I mean, AEW's on my TV. Yeah.
What up, Macho? Not sure who the first match is yet. We had some promos going on first. Ooh, I like this Takeshita. I like it. That's an interesting one, Rose. I'm thinking he's going to be with Shane McMahon. That, or it's going to be Eddie Kingston calling the shots from home like the Godfather. What up, Mickey? Here comes the Scapegoat in his blood-stained bus. You left the door open, the battery's gonna die. Lights are on and everything, Jack. That's what I'm thinking, Rose. Could you imagine Eddie Kingston's chilling at home? Like, remember when he did that promo sitting from home? I feel like there was a reason for that. We got Jack Perry, the Scapegoat, coming out. First match looks like the TNT Championship with Jack Perry and Lio Rush. You think he's going to bring back the Blackheart gimmick?
I don't know.
Oh, you went to see Beetlejuice too? Nice, man. No spoilers. I can't wait. Oh my god. Bro, I saw somebody today on Twitter with a profile picture that's it's like the Barbie background, like the blue and pink background, but then it says Barbie down below, but it was Hangman covered in blood. It was the funniest fucking thing I've seen in so long, dude. As soon as I saw it, I was like uncontrollably laughing for like 5 minutes. Lio Rush! Wearing a jacket 10 times, too big for him. It's actually pretty funny. It looks like he went to the adult section and bought an extra large jacket when he belongs in the children's section. He's got a great presentation. I'll give him that. He definitely does not need Action Andretti with him, though. What's up with that? Yeah, Cody Hayter, that's a good assumption as well. Eddie Kingston might actually join Danielson's side.
I would lean that way. I think
Since,
that's what's going to happen, personally.
yeah, like ever since they had that long, feud between the two, and eventually he got his respect for Danielson. Your son's already bigger than this guy, Coach? Whoa. Zach Clouds says like Sting's jacket. Not really. What the fuck is Action Andretti doing out here? That's all I'm wondering. Already more mature than him? Yeah, Anna Jay coming back from Japan. That'd be nice soon. This women's roster is so stacked already right now. Let her get a little bit of character development over there. Interesting choice starting the show off with Leo Rush. I'll give you that. Interesting choice.
Well, it's more so the TNT title, which they've opened many Dynamites with, Jack.
Too bad we're on TBS tonight, you know.
I mean, yeah, but even when Dynamite's been on TBS, they've done this. This is not anything new.
That's always been a mini pet peeve of mine, is the TBS title's always on TNT and the TNT title's always on TBS. That's not so much true anymore since Mercedes took over with that TBS title, but just really wish that the belt would stay on the channel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You mean all back to back to back, Coach? Yeah, that'd be a rough first hour. Oh, dude, remember how you got those two kittens?
Mm-hmm.
There's this neighborhood teenage cat, like, you know, he looks like a teenager but not quite an adult, who is just absolutely gorgeous. He's a silver tabby, or so I thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, every time he's seen me, he's just taken off and ran away. Well, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, he saw me and he like went to run, but I stopped and I kind of was like, you know, like, hey, come here, dude. And he stopped and he just came running over to me begging for food. And I fed him and we looked him up. He's a Bengal. And dude, his markings are absolutely incredible.
Oh, wow.
He's like a black and silver Bengal cat. He's so cool. He seemed pretty skittish though, so I was wondering if he like escaped from someone's house or, you know, accidentally got it. Rose says, we need a Women's Continental Classic? Huh. That would require a Women's Continental Championship. Maybe you could just do it for the TBS title or something like that. Like winner faces Mercedes. Why roam a black screen? For some reason, Discord will not open on his computer tonight. It's a known thing with Discord, and it's finally affecting Rome. And for whatever reason, it's not working for him. Like none of the solutions are working.
Yeah, I'm trying like multiple. Everything I'm finding on Google, I'm trying, and nothing's worked so far.
So somebody here said I just resized the window and it works again.
I've tried that.
So like,
I've tried
grab
that.
the corner, like just like grab the corner and drag it. You know what I mean? How you can like
Yeah.
manually.
I've tried that. I've tried changing the size of the box.
Okay.
Yeah, I've tried all that. That's not working.
Try like shrinking it and moving it around. Some people are saying this
Yep.
is so weird.
I'm trying that right now as we speak. I'm minimizing it, maximizing it, restoring it, minimizing, dragging it
Well,
around,
like-
trying to
yeah,
pack my
grabbing
moves
it,
to the
dragging it,
fucking
nothing.
ground.
Ooh.
Nothing's working.
Okay. Everybody's saying it's a problem on Discord side.
Is it?
And the answer's like, of course it's on Discord side. They're highly incompetent.
Well, wait. I mean, Discord's not down. You're on it. I'm on it on my phone.
So I never close Discord, and if the problem is opening it, maybe that's the issue, is they did something to opening Discord.
Is Discord down? Let's just try. Let's see. What's this? Discord status. And it says all systems operational.
Oh god.
Or no incidents reported today. So no, just
Nobody should kick out of that.
Alright, let's try this.
I like Leo Rush King, don't worry. We just give him shit because he retired and he keeps coming back. It's just like, it's like, alright dude, you were a fucking weirdo. Now, just do your thing. And he's just done his thing and he's been very good, so. I don't know if he had a mental breakdown or if he really thought his careers were, or if his injuries were career. Yeah, but I'm giving him a benefit of the doubt. He's been great since he's been back. Jesus. It's probably one of those things that's just gonna fix itself too. Like over the next two, three days, it's just gonna be like, oh hey, I'm working again.
I sure fucking hope so, because nothing I'm trying is working right now.
So Jack is still using the Busaiku knee? So Jack just used Danielson's finisher. Has that been his finisher for a while? I don't really know. Be honest, I never paid attention to Jack's finisher. Now I confuse myself. Remember the other day when I was like, oh hey, I have Danielson separated from the BCC. I should put them together.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it the day I was going to go move them, and I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't move them. Good thing I did.
I just can't figure out
He's
what...
done that for a while. I thought he started doing it because of Danielson, you know, when he was facing Danielson. But if he's been doing it for a while, I guess that's fine. A lot of people are using that running knee, though.
Jack Perry, a huge PNT title defense tonight. We all want to know your thoughts about what happened.
Ooh, Statlander on the truck. I don't know if you got to see it yet, Rome. The truck has a new graphic on it. It's Darby, Swerve. I didn't see who was next to Swerve, but I saw Statlander. Look good.
Let's go back to Saturday night and the unsanctioned Lights out, steel cage match between Hangman and Page and Short Strickland.
Okay, I want to try something. It's not the app, but I want to try the browser. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oof. Showing Hangman burning down Swerve's house. Discord, what are you doing to me? What are those? Oh, I saw little bubbles. It looked like he was
Mean camera access is denied. Oh.
What was denied?
I'm trying to use Discord on the browser, so I can at least be on camera, right? And it's telling me camera access is denied on the browser for some reason. Yes. Questions for enabling access to your camera.
You should just have to give it permission.
Oh, I need to go to the help center. How do I enable my mic and Chrome? I have to enable my mic and Chrome.
Ooh, it's Hangman! Stop what you're doing. It's Hangman.
Where's your head at now?
And if the cage at all out could have been raised, I would have spent an eternity in pain just for the chance to watch him for what he did to me and my family. Because I meant every word that I said. I meant every bruise. Flesh that I hope to find. Drop, blood. The people who were there in person to witness it, I want to make no mistake that I meant it. And all you, all of you,
Dude, Hangman's so good.
if you got in my way, if you stood between he and I, and if you tried to protect Swerve Strickland from me, then I will find you.
Oh my god.
Hey, Hangman, what the hell?
Nah, Cody Hater. The only people that had a problem with it are the WWE hardcore faithful. Any chance they get, they try to say something negative about AEW. Don't even listen to that shit. That pay-per-view was incredible.
These dark, demanding highway. They be going the extra mile, but it all ends up in the exact same place. Full of guilt, full of shame, full of remorse, regret. Hey, you're going to
Double J.
that you lay hands on my life. You're going to find out, just like I did, a lot of guys before me. Ruthless son of a bitch that you will ever face in your life is the man.
Oh! I love how in the world of AEW, the only form of law enforcement that exists is AEW security. You know, we've never had police come arrest anybody. We've never had police ringside. You know, Hangman commits multiple felonies. He's not in prison. Did Alex Marvez just...
Fuck are these geeks with private party? Oh, is that Commander?
Yeah, it's Commander. What did he just put on his head?
Alex Abrahantes is a geek. That's more so who I was referring to, I guess. I guess private party or not in the casino match tonight. Expected them to be, actually. I need to get back to focusing on this.
Zach, that was funny. Alex is the translator for a lot of people, so yeah. Hold on, is he dead already? Commander's dead? Well, there you go. You say cat. Gato. Say hi. Say hi, Zeldy poop. Zeldy, say hi. R.I.P. to Commander. What up? What up, Nat? Yuta's not out here? Don't think so.
No, they said Yuta's at home with Danielson. He's hanging out with Danielson.
This company's off.
Why is Moxley chewing his gum like that? El Comandante! Come on, muertos. Or muerto. Muerta? I don't know. In a real MMA match, Marina Shafir would fucking kill Thunder Rosa. You hope Mox is drinking again?
Okay,
No.
there it is.
Hey!
This is not the app, though. This is just...
So that's your front camera?
No, this is my regular camera.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can see the kitty cat. Hey, we got double cats on screen. Let's go. Oh, I don't think yours is on screen because he's way in the corner.
Oh, man. Well, at least I got that working.
Hey, man, looks good enough. Looks just like normal.
Yeah, I know, but I want the Discord app to work. So I'm fucking irritated. I'm also irritated that this episode of Dynamite's been very good. I haven't been able to like really react to it properly. It's been
The Hangman segment was fire.
Oh, it was fucking incredible, and it's so true. And of course, Jeff Jarrett is a great next feud for him because it just makes so much sense.
It's wild that this is the biggest pops he's ever gotten in his career. I think the show's been decent so far.
Something better has entered the chat. That something is Tovala.
You know.
Say goodbye to meal kits and say hello to dinner that cooks itself. Tovala takes all the guesswork out of your daily cooking. Just scan a code, sit back, and let the Tovala do the rest. Fresh, effortless meals that cook themselves? Yeah, it's a vibe. It's Tovala.
You want to see more women's hardcore matches? Oh, well, I mean, this is the place to be. This is where you will see women's hardcore matches. I think it's the only place you'll really see women's hardcore. Did you see Willow versus Statlander in the street fight? My favorite women's match of all time. Thunder Rosa versus the Virtuosa was incredible as well. Rosa versus Britt Baker back in the day. Remember the New Year's street fight with the women, the tag match? Penelope and the Bunny versus Anna Jay, and I think it was Ty Mello. That shit was insane too. Yeah, Marina was an ex. Does Thunder Rosa even do MMA? Yeah, Rosa versus Deanna was very good. Now, Penelope was with the Bunny, and then it was Anna Jay and Ty Conti. Everybody was covered in blood. That fucking match was insane. That is an underrated match. Like, heavily underrated match. God damn it. He has a license plate that says, "Hi, guys." Haha, my hat's protecting me from your tail.
Instead of paying attention to Jericho, look at Ash sitting on me, on my shoulder.
Yeah, we both got the cute cats.
Today is a glorious day to be the learning tree. I've got my brand new Bentley convertible.
What you doing?
I've got my best top students in the Bad Apple and the Redwood. I also had a $7,000 jacket with orange cats.
Have I ever seen Sammy and Ty driving with their cats? No.
That's why I took your backpack as collateral. Because I want the cash. Wasn't inside the stack.
She's hiding from the camera.
Something else inside. I'm going to show everybody what it was.
Oh, Rosa had one fight and retired? Okay. She was probably just like, this ain't for me.
Even though that $7,000 wasn't inside this backpack, I found something else inside. It was very, very interesting. I'm going to show everybody what it was. It is.
Boo.
That $7,000 with interest. Pretty fancy car.
Here comes Ricochet. Well, here you go, Coach. This should make up for it.
Oh, that's crazy. I really disagree with that.
What?
Coach says the worst 37 minutes of AEW to start.
He can't stand Leo Rush, and then Jericho came out, so...
I mean, I get not liking Leo Rush. I can understand that, but I mean, I think the mock stuff to open the show was really good. I mean, I was frustrated as hell with my computer, and I still thought the mock stuff to open the show was good. Yeah. And I think the Blackpool Combat Club stuff in general later on was good. I love the Hangman thing, but I know that Coach sometimes isn't always super high on Hangman, but I don't know. I loved it. And it makes a lot of sense because Jeff Jarrett knows better than anybody. He's like, hey, I've seen a lot of dudes go down this road you're going, and I know how it fucking ends for all of them. And you know it end that way for Hangman as well.
Ricochet's facing Sammy Guevara.
So I think that's great too. I mean, I think Jack Perry, even if you don't like Leo Rush, I thought Jack Perry was pretty damn good too. I don't know. I get it, man. I disagree though.
Oh God, is Sammy embracing some sort of Spanish god thing? He is.
And I'd rather have taken an MRI than my Discord not working, honestly, at this point. This match should be really good, by the way. Obviously, I feel like it's a no-shit Sherlock. I feel like I just made a no-shit Sherlock statement, but it's gonna be a really good match. I would expect. Oh no, I mean Jericho's ass. Yeah. Like, I can understand not liking Leo, and Jericho is... No. Yeah, but again, like, I don't think... There's other things other than those two segments that happened in 37 minutes. But again, I get it. So we had Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher teaming up in the Casino Gauntlet tonight. That was a cool segment.
Sammy always shows out, and it's been a while since we've seen him in singles, hasn't it?
Yeah,
or at least in any meaningful match, anyway. Yeah, Ricochet's probably too smart for that. He's probably like, no, you're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
Here, I'll find out what you're talking about in like 15 seconds.
No, Nat said if Sammy doesn't botch and concuss Ricochet. Just like, Ricochet's too smart for that. He won't let him do any of those dumbass spots. They do look. It does look like he's got some new ones. They're not all new though. What are you doing? Yeah, he's definitely not. Oh shit, did you guys both say that at the same time? That's hilarious. He just did the V to the neck thing that, what's his name, the Butcher used to do. Ooh, is Sammy gonna climb up? Climb up there, Sammy. Yeah. Here, now that you're... I can't pause, damn it. Dear Lord. Did Sammy break his leg? Here, I'm going to try to match up with you.
It's crazy. Oh, wow. That was really cool.
Did he look okay? He's grabbing his ankle, but I can't tell.
Uh-oh.
I was like, did he break his leg?
And we're in picture-in-picture, folks.
The Blade had successful back surgery. Oof. His ankle hit pretty hard. I mean, yeah, everything hit pretty hard. They were on the stage. That doesn't seem like the greatest place to do that from. Oh, he's fine. Ricochet got that. The replay, he looks fine. Ricochet caught him. He landed, no problem. That was great. Sammy's already up and in control still. Excellently done by everyone involved. Agree, Macho. That's why we love AEW. Yeah, he good. He good. Yeah, I mean, it's not just a character, Coach. I think Sammy is legit out of his mind.
No, he just wants to be a show stealer.
Hey, Flo. Cool leg warmers. They're just for the bus ride to work. They're not part of the official uniform. No tunes today? Rob last night. Took my cable-ready TV, VCR. All the latest tech. It's only Progressive and Renters Insurance, like their home insurance. Then we can bundle our cars and get the same 24/7 protection. I think we just invented that. It's the best day ever. Well, I still got robbed. So, pretty good day.
Flo got robbed. It's horrible.
So you can say yes to more than ever.
Why are you hiding from the camera? Huh? Why you hide from camera?
Just makes sense. For our seasoning makes all your day-to-day eats moldable. Where standing stuff shells mean no topic fumbles ever. Go on. In old El Paso.
Hi, we're Visible. And if you're tired of T-Mobile, get a one-line plan for just $15 a month for 5 years. That's unlimited data, talk, and text, all powered by Verizon's 5G network. Use Bye Bye T-Mobile. Switch today at Visible.com.
Wonder if I can get this on mic.
So did anyone
You
see
guys
that
hear-
R-Truth went viral a little today?
Yeah, was Shannon Sharp's podcast and like doing commentary for it?
Okay, no. So you don't know what happened then. I take it. So Shannon Sharp accidentally went live on Instagram today while he was, having a great time with a woman.
What? No way.
Oh yeah, you got to go on Twitter and find, like, you don't see anything, you hear everything. And so it's an Instagram live, it's an IG live. So of course people are commenting while it's live, while Shannon Sharp is having sex.
Tell me R-Truth showed up in the chat.
He did, and it's fucking hilarious. And the thing is, it's just like, it's obviously not like a WWE thing. Like, it's just R-Truth. He showed up, and he's like, Unc, you know you're live right now, right? And he's like, you can hear everything. It's hilarious. You gotta check it out. You gotta check it out.
That's funny.
It's fucking hilarious, and like, oh man.
That's funny because people were trying to like call him out for
The coach is gonna send it to you. Yeah.
looks like
Coach
he
is
was
gonna
wearing
send it.
lipstick and stuff.
Well, you know what's really funny? The funniest bit of it is, so like, he accidentally went live, while he was doing this, right? So like, it is what it is. After the fact, he tried to claim that he was hacked.
Accidentally. He was hacked, what do you mean?
Yeah, he tried to say he was hacked. Like, it's like, bro, like, I don't know.
Yo, somebody hacked you and went live with a video?
It definitely sound. The dude in question who was having, I'm sure, a great time. It definitely sounded like Shannon Sharp. So I don't know.
Jesus. Ricochet is badass.
There you go. Nat put it in the Discord, so you can check that out.
Yeah, Coach already got it here. Jesus.
Yeah, it's something else. That was nice from Ricochet.
Most men would get beat on that. Surprise, Ricochet's allowing him to get up, too. Not for long. He's set up for these round kicks here, right to the chest. The Brian Danielson school of round kicking. Sammy absorbing those kicks. But that, the wall of here, 2-0. Ricochet.
Yeah, it was wild. Twitter was blowing up.
Where's R-Truth at?
It's in the chat. Like it's in like the.
Yeah, I'm
like in the
looking
bottom
for
left.
it. There it is, Ron
It'll show up.
Killings.
Yeah, there it is.
It
Ron
says
Killings.
Unk grunting like Oga.
He says a lot of other stuff. Keep watching.
Oh shit.
I think he even does the Hawk Tua thing.
Ocho Cinco's in there. I like Ricochet's look. I don't think he's got anything wrong. He's fine.
Yeah, for sure, Nat. Like, I don't know if R-Truth, like, I feel like, I think R-Truth went in there and he was just like, he was like legit reacting. And I think when people recognize him, because if you're watching it, it gets to a point where people were like, R-Truth is here, what the fuck? And then he like really, I feel like, started going on, started working. And I can always appreciate someone who's always working. Hell out of that.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know if it's a hot take or not. If someone had asked me to have a wrestling promotion 2024, I would take R-Truth before I'd take Mark Briscoe. I said it.
Yo, Ricochet's finisher and pre-finisher were sick. That like axe kick to the top of the head was badass. Oh shit! Gore!
Bees Mortos. Oh my god.
Gore! 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 Why is Sammy out? Alright.
Sammy's gonna
Respect,
help
I guess.
him. Sammy's a good guy.
Dude, I really wish Taz would have screamed gore. That would have been so funny. Beast Mortos versus Ricochet. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's gonna be nuts. Oh my god. Good guy Sammy for the first time in his career. Yeah, I guess you could say this is his first time being like a full-blown face.
Because they tried to do the face thing. I mean, when the Jericho Inner Circle turned face, he was a face technically.
Yeah. Just didn't feel.
And then when they tried to separate him from Jericho, I think he went face technically. The first time.
Yeah.
The first time they tried to separate Sammy from Jericho. Sammy was like, I gotta be my own man. Jericho's like, alright, see you next week.
Oh shit, man. That'd be a fucking crazy. That'd be a generational ladder match right there. Oh man. The clam slam on the thumbtacks, man. I still can't believe it. It's one of my most liked comments of all time, by the way. Rome on AEW posted a video on YouTube, and I commented the clam slam was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I got like 700 likes. Commercial. I'm running to the kitchen real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Best does out there for all time. Probably don't even know about this. This is old school, man. Oh, you are old school. That's dirty. That's dirty.
Nikki Bella has filed.
I leave you all with
for it.
Princess Zelda.
I mean, after that whole incident, I don't blame her.
All customers over the DraftKings Sportsbook app can get an NFL no-sweat touchdown bet every game day.
chicken restaurant. 2 families. 1 big feud. Kitchen class is coming to Maryland. They want to do a show about brains and eyes. I don't care. Do you care about winning $100,000? We could really win this competition. You are going to eat a plate and you are
I'm so mad that my Discord app wasn't working. I'm like, yeah, I guess I could just use my browser's Discord, but it's not the point, damn it. It's fucking, this is bullshit. I'm trying to open it again, see if it works.
Michael lost 20 pounds with LifeMD.
Always wanted to lose.
Discord crashed unexpectedly. Track the error, we'll get right on it. I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me.
Got on the computer immediately, and probably the easiest thing I've ever done. The medication comes in the mail, and it's very easy to use. I've been able to.
I'm about to like turn my laptop off for 2 days. I don't even, I'm so mad about this.
I now spend time with my kids, and I've never felt better. It changed my life.
Get started with lifemd.com/TV. Your insurance may cover your medication for as low as $25 a month, plus the cost of care.
Yeah. I would have filed the day after. It's like, you know what? Maybe. Nikki Bella, like I was talking to my wife, and I was telling her about the whole like Nikki Bella got beat thing. Oh no, she saw it on Snapchat or whatever. She was telling me about it, even though I'd already heard about it. And I was just like, yeah, she doesn't have great taste in guys, because like the John Cena thing didn't work out. Like I feel like it sucks, but like she's trying to find happiness, and clearly she's not picking the right guy at all, constantly. While like Bree's over there, like the nicest human being in the on the planet, Bryan Danielson. Slipped there. Bryan Danielson. You know what I mean? Like this guy is like one of the nicest dudes. She's got like happy family, great husband. You know what I mean? Like, 2 completely different fucking paths. It's kind of crazy.
And in turn, we wouldn't be where we are without those people who donated.
I'm bad lucky. Yeah, probably am. Very, can't believe it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid that it's not working.
All right.
What's next for you as champion?
Defending my Continental title at All Out is the hardest fight of my life. I did it. It was
Easy.
very impressive. He will be a champion. I'm not a continental champion.
Bitch. You can't wring your hand with fingernail polish on, Takeshita. Doesn't work.
Hard disagree. If someone can kick your ass, I don't give a fuck if they have nail polish on it or not.
But I'm just talking about the intimidation factor of wringing your hands like nail polish on. That's all.
I still disagree. If someone that
he would still whoop my ass, but I'd be like, really?
Yeah, and then he would break your fucking coccyx.
Yeah. I'm saying he would still whoop my ass, but. All right, we're getting Darby out here. You think Mox is gonna come? Well, is he gonna answer Mox, or is Mox gonna come in and interrupt?
I don't know. They said John Moxley was gonna be live, but John Moxley was like already live, so I don't know if he's gonna be live again.
Well, I mean, Darby's here, isn't he? Looking for Darby? I hope so. No haterade yet? No sir, Cody. Darby would probably whoop my ass. Yeah.
Probably.
He probably The cardio, he's out or anything, but he would definitely take me in the cardio end.
I don't want to come off as rude, but if you were to fight any singular member of the AEW or WWE locker rooms, and like you were to fight them one-on-one, I would bet on the other person each and every single time.
That's great.
I mean,
I'll tell you right now, if I got into a,
I would do the same.
If I got into a fist fight with Jack Perry, I would bet on myself 10 times out of 10. I can almost guarantee you that I could beat Jack Perry in a street fight. The only chance that Jack Perry has, I want to say Darby too, but I don't know how Darby fights. I've seen Jack kind of scrap a little bit.
Dude, though, like you would keep hitting him and he would keep
Yeah.
coming back. The dude clearly can take a lot of punishment.
It's like I got about 2 minutes in me. I got about maybe 2 minutes max in me before I gas out and I am sucking for air like you wouldn't believe.
Jeff, I'm sorry. I think you got about 25 seconds.
No, I still.
Maybe in your prime.
I feel
like 20 years ago, you could probably go 2 minutes.
In my prime, I could do about. So I used to be able to go like 3 rounds in MMA, which would be 5 minutes a round. I could do like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I couldn't even come close.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why
it's tops.
That's why, again, I mean this in the most nicest way, respectfully. I think you go 20 seconds. And then, like, you throw out your back. And then Marina.
That would be one. The adrenaline doesn't stop me from throwing out the back. Yeah, it's over as well, then. Okay, Mox is straight up out here. Let's go.
I don't know what you think you saw. I don't know what you heard. Change between me and you. Nothing at all. That's enough, John. That's enough. There's a lot I want to talk to you about. We don't act like superstars. We don't live in a fantasy world. We came from nothing. And we'll stop at nothing to make sure we don't ever go back to that. I was a homeless dishwasher. And nothing in the world, no confidence whatsoever. I could fit in the trunk of my car. And I don't take any of this for granted. That's why I wrestle the way I do. Everybody always says, Darby, slow down. You're not going to be able to wrestle when you're 40. I don't take any of this for granted. AEW gave me everything. I want to tell you a story, John. I've never told anybody the story, but I want to tell you the story. My first year in wrestling, I looked for a hero, somebody I could aspire to be like one day. And every time I thought I found that person, they just showed me how fake they were. We're talking about people that I thought were killers. Take no crap from anybody, but those people show this young wrestler that your dignity could be bought. You could sell your soul for $1. But not you, John. You didn't change for anybody. And that's when I knew I wanted to be just like you.
Just like you.
You will wrestle in a high school gym because you love this industry. This isn't about ego. This isn't about the money. You love this industry. Where did we first meet, John? It wasn't AEW. It was in a high school gym on the Independence. And I remember I was so nervous that day. I was so nervous I could wrestle my hero, John Moxley. I lost that match. But what I gained was the confidence that I belonged in a ring with someone like you.
Oh, damn. I didn't know about any of this history with them.
There's not a lot of people in this life you can consider family. And I think when you find someone that you can consider family, you hold on to them. You trust them to the very end. But what did you do to Brian? I would never do that to somebody like I consider family like Sting. So right there, I knew I wanted to be nothing like you anymore. So what do you want, John? Why are you calling me out? What do you want? My man.
My man.
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. You have a world title shot in the bank that was supposed to happen at Grand Slam on September 25th. The world champion is indisposed. But it's a good thing, it's a blessing in disguise, Darby. You are not ready. You are not ready to be world champion. You weren't ready 5 years ago. You weren't ready 2 years ago. You're not ready today. I don't have time to explain But I'm gonna need you to hand over that title shot to me.
Yeah, I forgot Darby has a title shot too.
What are you, stupid? You didn't hear anything I just said when you dropped on your head and been drinking again?
Oh!
You're kind of sounding like everybody that you hate. You kind of sound like everybody you hate in the back. Self-entitled. You didn't earn this, John. I earned this. And I'm not just going to give it to you. If you want it so bad, do something about it.
He just tried. What do you think he's gonna do to you?
Darby, my man, I will earn it. Me and you, New York City Grand Slam, September 25th. Your world title shot on the line. I will teach you another lesson. Once again, I will show you exactly where you stand. You will always be very far, far below me. You will never be AEW World Champion, Darby Allin. I know that. I've always known that. I believe in you. I love you. I'm the one guy around here who's always had your back, and I don't like having to say that to you. I don't have time to explain everything to you right now. Trust me when I tell you, because I've never lied to you. You have no... That title shot... This time I'm going to teach you that lesson the hard way.
You have no idea what's going on.
What is going on with this storyline?
And I don't know what you're trying to do around here, but if you want to burn AEW to the ground, don't be surprised when
This is so good.
I won't have time to explain. Don't know what's going on.
That was incredible. It's still real to me, damn it. The Blues Brothers, baby. You see the Blues Brothers in the audience? He's the one holding that "It's still real to me" sign. It's just barely off to the right.
Actually, fuck John Moxley. That sign.
Brian bumped from Grand Slam. This is a great way to get Moxley into that title picture. Those two kids' days, week, month, year. Oh, a hostile takeover and brand split? Okay, Nat, okay.
Oh shit. Nigel's like, I want a match. I want Danielson.
A broadcast colleague there, Nigel wants a word with the boss, huh? And I don't trust Nigel McGuinness. I work with him every Saturday. It's a man I don't trust.
Jesus.
Trust him. Fans, today, of course,
Guys like, you don't trust
September
him.
11th, the day where we remember and honor the lives of those that were lost nearly or more than 2 decades ago. But it's also a day where we remember our nation's resilience and how America, when unified, is stronger than anyone. So we take this moment to just pay respect to the lives of those that we lost 23 years ago.
Mariah May, let's go.
There's a lot of really good TV going on this episode of Dynamite. Like a lot of really good television.
That Hangman promo and backstage brawl was incredible.
There's
Moxley and Darby was...
There's just a lot of stuff going on where it's like I'm I'm just dying to see what happens next. And I think that's, you know, when we talk about like great TV on a weekly basis, like that's what you want. You want to be like, what's gonna happen next? Like, what is going on? Like, as soon as the Dynamite ends, like I just want it to be next Wednesday so we can see Dynamite again. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the best feeling you want to have. Yeah. Really good.
Getting ready for school. I watched the second plane hit the tower. I watched it live on TV, called my dad.
Oh, because you were in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were on the West Coast. I was in school.
Yep.
I was in 3rd grade.
I was just getting ready to get up and walk to the bus stop.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we might as well tell the story. How often do we get to do a podcast on 9/11? I mean,
Yeah.
I was in 3rd grade. Beautiful day. I was sitting by the window, and like they just started calling kids out for early dismissal. And it started with one, which, you know, early dismissals happen. It is what it is. Then another one, and another one, and two. And there was a call where like 4 parents were there, and then it was getting down to the point where like I think we were I don't know how many there were, but there was definitely like more than 20 kids in my class. And like it got to the point where there was like 5 of us left, and then finally I got called. Like my mom had to pick up my sisters, and then she picked me up. And she was just crying all the way home. And I'm just like, what's going on? What's happening? Well, 3rd grade.
Yeah, I forgot how close we are to New York.
Yeah, no, we're very close. Like, and that's the thing where there was a lot of fear. Where it's just like, just keep in mind. So like, there was obviously the plane in Pennsylvania. There was like fears about DC. There was threats for the Pentagon. Oh, not the Pentagon. Pentagon did, you know, whatever. But I'm saying the Capitol building, the White House, there were threats for. Like it was insane. And I'll never forget. So like we get home. Mom walks in the door, doesn't close the door behind her. Like I close the door. Like looking back on it, I think this is like the first time, like obviously I'm in 3rd grade at that point. Like it's my first time that I feel like I was like cognizant. Like obviously I have memories and like thought processes, but it's like first time I ever remember feeling like a cognizant person aware of the world. Because it's just like mom's watching the TV and she's crying, and I see the TV. Twin towers on fire. Neither one had collapsed at that point. And then like my sisters were too young because they were both younger than me. I'm the oldest. And they just didn't fucking understand. And I'm sitting there like, why are you guys like, they're being kids. Like they're just like giggling and like laughing. And I'm just like, don't you understand what's going on? And in hindsight, I was like, oh man, that was like, I was at that age where like the flash happens. And it's like, I'm a cognizant person now. But it's like, yeah, it was great. And then I went upstairs and watched the Mighty Ducks too. And watched Team USA win the, whatever, they win the cup.
I remember watching the second plane hit while I was getting ready for school. Got on the bus, went to school, and they made an announcement on, like, you know, how many people were in the tower. And I hung out with the gothic kids, you know, like the punk rock kids and the goth kids. And one of my friends was like, yeah, the government... Reaction, like no hesitation whatsoever. I slapped the shit out of him, dude. Like literally 30 seconds before, they had just told us like 3,000 people were in the building.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I didn't even hesitate. He was just like, yeah, the government deserves it. And I was just like, slap.
Yeah. Yeah, Zach, it was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday. Yeah, I remember that day just so vividly. Like, it's just such a clear as day. Like, I remember, like I said, I went upstairs. Because, again, like, even though I had cognizance, I was still a kid. So, like, it got to a point, like, where my mom was like, I don't want you guys really watching this anymore. Why don't you, like, go upstairs, go to your room, just hang out. Just, you're not going anywhere today. You're staying in. And I'm like, okay. Went upstairs, and I went to my room, and, like, I put on Mighty Ducks 2, and actually had... Yeah, like photographic. I remember like this day, like I had some Skittles because I didn't eat my lunch at school because it happened at like 9 in the morning. I brought my lunch home with me, and I had Skittles. And I'm just sitting there watching Mighty Ducks, eating the Skittles. And I always have this funny story because there was this there was this like rumors of like, I didn't know at the time, but like years later, like of a mysterious like white plane that didn't. All planes got grounded. There was this reports of like a mysterious white plane, and I saw that plane that day because I was sitting by my window, and I just remember just like kind of like leaning back and staring up at the sky, thinking about what the fuck I've seen today. And I saw like a white plane flying. I was like, that's weird. Didn't think anything of it. And then like years later, it's just like, oh wait, there was this mysterious plane that didn't get grounded. Huh.
And that was only 2 months. Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school. It was 10th grade. I almost got in trouble for slapping John. Teacher started coming over, and John was just like, I deserved it. I deserved it. I don't know how to feel about this Transformers movie. Are you getting this preview right now?
Yeah, we've talked about it. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely more geared to kids.
Yeah, like one of the critic things says best Transformers movie ever, and I'm like, ever? Really? You're gonna throw ever on there? Like, that's a bold statement. There's so many of them, and, you know, there's a few that were really good. Yeah, I think this has been a great show, Brandon.
Yeah, it has been.
Queen Aminata versus Mariah May is good right now.
It's crazy to me, Nat. And so, like, another thing that's really kind of crazy is, so again, I work in management. And so, like, now I'm a general manager, so I don't really do that much hiring on my own. I have a hiring manager that does it for me. But when I was coming up as a manager, like, one of my big duties was hiring. And so, like, I would do, like, orientations and stuff. And it was the most crazy thing to me when I started hiring people that, like, weren't alive for 9/11. And I was like putting, I'm putting like their information into our system to add them to the database. And it's like date of birth, and it would be like, you know, whatever, 2002, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Yep. What's even crazy? Somebody who was born after 2000 and they're driving. You're just like, wait, what? Shit, kids born 2010 are about to start driving. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Queen Aminata just tried to murder Mariah May. Holy crap. I hope she ain't hurt. Mariah's talking to the ref and covering up her face. That shit looked nasty. Woo! Oh! Man, Queen Aminata is good. Wait till she gets some more experience under her belt. She's going to be incredible. She's selling very well. I like it. I actually did not, Zach. I am all politicked out. I can't wait until we stop seeing the commercials. They're driving me insane.
I did watch the debate. I did. I really did. And I don't want to upset Jeff. I don't want to do it.
It's all good. I did not watch that shit. I could
you missed
care
out.
less anymore.
It was incredible. It was so good. Make sure you hide your cats. The illegal immigrants are coming to eat them.
I mean, I can send you the video of the lady eating the cat if you want to think that one's fake. I can send you the video of it if you want. It's the police officer's body camera.
Dude, people do
The reason that
all the time, but to say that nationally speaking, like the illegal immigrants are going to come and eat all of our pets, like that's just fucking absurd fear mongering.
No, yeah. So like the fact check on that one, I did hear about this. The fact check, and it was in a different city. So like they tried to say it was in Akron, Ohio or something when it was in another town in Ohio, but there's no proof that this lady was an immigrant.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, I know that there's fucking sickos in the world, and like I'm sure somebody's eating a cat in the United States. Like,
dude,
I'm sure it's a thing, right?
It's
like,
disturbing, bro.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But like to fucking sit here and be like, immigrants are coming and they're going to eat your pets. They're going to eat your dogs. They're going to eat your cats. For the man to stand there on a national platform and say that, like,
well, so I understand like there's no proof of it, but I did look into this. The reason is there's a guy who went to a city council meeting, and he's like, I went to the park and there's a dude cutting ducks' heads off. He's like, hide your pets. So there's no proof of it, but there's like a guy in a city meeting being like, I saw this shit happen. I just think it's hilarious. Did you see, I did see Eric Swalwell had like the meme of Trump up, and he's like, what the hell is this? It was so funny.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that he did very poorly in the debate personally, regardless of things like policy. What's she calling out Mina? Why are you calling out Mina? That's your girl.
Come back.
Come back. Oh, she misses. Okay, great. Good. No, I thought he had a terrible debate, regardless of like who you agree with on policy. I just think he had a terrible debate. Like, he wasn't really answering questions. He kept changing the subject to immigration at every single point, which it's like
that's what he always does. Changes the subject, talks about what he wants to talk about.
Yeah, I get it, but like that's
why I didn't watch. I was just like, I could care less. I feel like we're being overloaded with it. Every commercial is a political commercial on the radio, TV. It's driving me crazy.
I just think that like if you're an American citizen, well, I mean, really a citizen of any country, you have a responsibility to kind of know what's, at least pay attention. You know, at least a little bit. So like I'll always watch. Like I watched both like DNC and RNC stuff, speeches. RNC was fucking terrible. Can't lie, but I try to pay attention. I want to watch the debates. Like the problem is like I do consider myself an independent voter. I'm not a Democrat. I get called for jury duty because I'm an independent voter. It's such a pain in the ass for me to be an independent voter. But I won't join a party because I do believe in like listening to both sides and making up my mind. Then the problem is that like in politics right now are just I can't stand with half the shit they say. It's not even misquoting. It's legit what they're saying. like it's one thing to like take a video and edit it, but then like when I watch like unedited 45 to 2 minute clips of Trump rallies, and I'm just like, that's terrible. No, I do not. I don't agree with you at all. You're awful. You're god awful. You got like regular ass Republicans like Mitt Romney being like, this dude's a fucking clown. It's like, yep.
So like for me, I'm not looking at either person running for president. I'm looking at the parties, and I'm going with like my values of how I feel the country should move forward. And my number one thing, without a doubt, is the safety of the people and closing the border. So when I look back at the past 16 years, I guess you would say, it's obvious which party cares about the border and which one wants it open. So,
so my follow-up
I'm not looking at the people, that's all.
So my follow-up question to you is about the bipartisan border bill that was going to be signed that Trump told his Republican buddies to veto in the Senate. And from what I've read, I didn't read it in full, admittedly. I'm never going to say that I've read something and didn't fully read it. It seemed like it was a pretty good bill, and it seemed like the only reason Trump didn't want it signed was so he could say that the issues that are there are still existing, which that's like, to me, that's a guy that's in it for himself and not in it for the country. And that's kind of like where I stand on it. Like I totally understand having secure borders. Like I totally get it. I could totally I understand safety. Safety is very important. One of my biggest issues is gun violence. I'm sorry, JD Vance, but I am not just going to accept that school shootings are everyday life. and we just need to fucking accept it like it's like missing the bus. Like, oh, well, that's life. Sometimes you miss the bus. No, fuck that. Absolutely fuck that. Like, my wife works in schools, right? And like that's something that's like really close to me in terms of importance, where it's like, my wife works in a fucking school. Like every day, like I at least think about it once a day, where it's like, you hear about a school shooting, it's like, what if today's the fucking day where something happens?
Mm-hmm. My kid won't be going to a public school. My kid's going to be going to homeschool or some sort of private school for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, private schools can't even like prevent it either. But like, I get what you're saying, but that fucking sucks. And like, the answer shouldn't be, oh, well, we should give teachers guns. Like, the fact that that human beings can sit around a room and see this problem, and some of them think, oh, the solution is let's give teachers guns. There's something fucking wrong with you.
But no, that is the solution. Why would that not be a solution?
Because what if teachers don't, like, it's a place of education. This is not a fucking war zone. Like what the fuck? Like,
well, no, I'm sorry, Rome. When's the last time you went to high school? Because that shit is a fucking war zone. If you go to Chicago, if you go to LA, if you go to New York.
Here, I went to high school. I went to Northeast.
In Philadelphia, didn't you? How many guns were at your school every day? More than you'd like to admit, right?
I don't think so. Actually, as far as I know,
Did you have metal detectors at your school?
I never experienced any type of like kid brought a gun to school in my entire 4 years of high school, admittedly.
School in Las Vegas, you know what happened my first day of freshman year? A kid walked up to me with a backpack and opened it up and was like, yo, you want to buy a gun? And he had a backpack full of guns.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I get it. And like, I don't think that that's right to ask of someone who their profession of choice is to be an educator for children. They're like, oh, by the way, we're going to train you to handle a firearm and use a firearm.
No, it should absolutely be a choice. They shouldn't have to bring a gun. Like, they're not security.
Oh, well,
but you know,
I don't think that that's an answer. Like, if you want to give,
it's technically not.
It's like maybe a teacher has a choice. I mean, I guess I still think it's weird. I'm turning this off. Iron Savages versus Learning Tree.
Oh God.
This.
Jesus.
This.
So I completely agree with you that that's not really the answer. The real answer is actually what my high school wound up doing. And we actually wound up having like on-property police officers that were roaming around on bicycles the entire time school was in session. So from the moment that anybody could come into the parking lot, 6 a.m., to the moment that everybody was gone, we had actual like Las Vegas Metro Police that were considered the school district police, and they were armed, they were pepper spray, everything.
So
I think that's the answer. That and metal detectors. You know, but that's not going to solve everything.
So to
obviously.
be fair, my high school Northeast, we did have metal detectors.
Yeah, that's good. I think there should be.
I never experienced any gun of any kind. But so here's my thing, right? I have two things. Number one, I agree with Nat. The answer is better red flag laws. Obviously, guns are going to be obtained illegally. Like, that's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
But like, I still think that we should try to contain that as much as we can. I think it's way too easy to get weapons, and like, again, like, hey, during the debate last night, like, Trump said, like, Kamala Harris, we're going to try to take all your guns. She's going to take all your guns. And Harris responded with, basically, she didn't say bitch, but bitch, both me and Tim Walz are fucking gun owners. We're not taking your guns. We just have to be more responsible with the guns, which I completely agree with that stance. I do believe in the Second Amendment, but I also believe that we need to fucking start protecting people, because only country in the world that deals with this shit on a regular basis. And
so the hard thing about it is a massive what do I call it? We have a massive group of data that you can look at in cities like Chicago, LA, San Diego, that have some of the strictest gun laws in the country. It's impossible to get a concealed weapons permit in some of these cities. They have the strictest gun laws in the country. Chicago is the main example that I'd like to give you. Sure. And they have the worst gun crime in the country. So obviously the laws that they've been putting into place aren't working. If they were, Chicago would not be anywhere near the gun crime that it is.
So I would push back in some ways. I think urban areas obviously are more susceptible to that type of stuff, but I don't think the strictness of gun laws really affect it. I mean, obviously, sometimes poverty levels unfortunately affect things like that. Crime per capita, like per person, like that also affects it. Like obviously, there's going to be more shootings in a place that has millions of people as opposed to a rural town that might only have like 10,000. I say rural town, 10,000. I don't even think that's realistic. I don't know, but like I think that there are other like things that can skew that data. And again, I don't know if it'll fix everything. I doubt it'll fix everything because people are still going to get guns illegally. But
of course, you can 3D print a gun now. That's crazy.
What I'm saying.
To me.
Like I get it, man. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying like, hey, stricter gun laws are going to stop shootings altogether. But like what we're doing now isn't working, and I also don't believe that just bringing more guns into the situation will fix it, because we saw what happens with. Like what happens when like, oh, we just need a good guy with a gun in the building, because we saw that at Uvalde, Uvalde, where like those cops were there, they were on scene soon enough, and what happened? Nothing. Complete failure on every level, and more kids died than needed to.
That shit's insane. I still don't understand how.
Again, like that's what I mean though. Like it's not a fix all where like, okay, like let's say we force teachers to like hold firearms, right? Like how often are
that Uvalde though? That's another example of one that. Why the fuck would you just stand out there and just wait? You know what I mean? The same thing with the newest school shooting that just happened in Georgia. They knew about this kid a year ago. They came and talked to him. His mom called the school and told them it was going to happen before it fucking happened.
Yeah.
And they just it still happened. Like these things could be prevented. It's just there's so many things that happen on the way to it that just fail.
Yeah,
it's
again,
wild,
it's just I just think that I think that like at the end of the day, I can't sit here and guarantee that more stricter red flag laws and like more checks and more things will work. But I will tell you that it's something fucking different, and we got to try something different, because there are too many children that die in this country because of fucking school shootings. And again, I live in Philadelphia. Like gun crime is a thing here. Like I'm not going to tell you it's not. It is absolutely a thing here. But like there's no excuse for it. Like I don't know. We got to figure something out, because I mean the gun laws at least help it so like they're not getting like assault rifles. Like obviously handguns are much easier to obtain and stuff like that, but it's just like they got to do something.
Just to point out, an assault rifle is not available to the general public, just so you know.
I get it, but people still get their hands on them.
The AR-15 an assault rifle. It is absolutely not an assault rifle.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
I do know what you mean.
By the way, I knew that was what was going to be in Orange Cassidy's backpack. I fucking knew that it was going to be a picture of the best friends. That's so
I was
sad.
Chuck and Trent.
Now, Orange, this is your problem. You're still obsessed with friends.
I miss Chuck.
It's heartbreaking, actually. He keeps the picture of his best friends in his fucking book bag.
There are no friends.
It is.
In pro wrestling. And if you think you have a friend, you're probably being used.
Did you see what big... That's really funny.
Oh shit, look at... That was funny. Big Bill looked at Jericho like, what?
Yeah, it's like, if you think you have friends, you're being used. Big Bill's like, I thought we were friends. That's beautiful storytelling, by the way, right there.
Orange Cassidy, I want it. You're gonna give me that cash. You're gonna give me that cash. Hey, people,
Is he gonna have like a pallet of cash and burn it?
He goes to his pockets. Got some change, a lollipop, some string.
Some dental. And by the way, everybody, this is how we should be able to get along in 2024. Like, nobody here is yelling at each other and telling each other they're
wait,
wrong.
hold on. They're going to destroy Jeff.
We're just having a nice conversation.
I fully agree with what Jeff's saying, but hold on. They're about to destroy this car. Are they dumping fucking change?
It's pennies.
Quarters.
There's your money, Chris.
It's so fitting to Orange Cassidy that it doesn't wreck the car. It's just filled with coins now.
Yes, Nat, but you have to... it's called a Class F license. So yes, they are out there, but to the general public, it's pretty difficult.
And yeah, I agree, Jeff. Like, I mean, this is how it's supposed to be. I mean, unfortunately,
Yeah.
there are, and again, I mean, I'm just speaking how I feel. And there are just certain candidates that this is not how it works. They make it divisive, and like politics are nasty and dirty, and they always have been, they always will be. Don't get that twisted. It's not like dirty politics started when Donald Trump became a politician. But like, there is something about the way he does things that just is more divisive than anything. Like, I don't know. Like, I think that's a big thing for me too, where it's just like, look, like, as someone who considers themselves an independent and centralist, like, bipartisanship is something that's really important to me. And when I listen to Donald Trump talk, there is absolutely no intentions for bipartisanship. You are either with him or you're trash.
Well, you gotta understand. You gotta understand what, in his mind, what they did to him. They've been trying to put him in prison. They charged. You know what I mean? So in his mind, you know, he's out for blood.
Since the first time he ran, right? And like, to be fair, for the record, I didn't vote for him or Hillary in the last election. I voted third party. Like,
and that is his divisiveness. He definitely is not bipartisan. He's
I don't like the divisiveness. I don't like just the complete I don't give a fuck about bipartisanship. The January 6th thing. That's disgusting. As someone who actually loves this country and feels pride for like what America is supposed to be, everything that happened on that day absolutely fucking disgusts me and sickens me.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna not mention January 6th because every time I hear your side talk about it, I just laugh, dude. It's so funny.
I don't know. I saw posted.
Do you realize that there are? Okay, listen, it has been confirmed that there were CIA operatives out there on January 6th instigating what happened. The police literally opened the doors and let everyone in. And then they shot some lady in the throat and tried to make it seem like it was a big violent fucking thing.
So,
like,
I'll push back on it, right? So, like, let's say theoretically, all of that is 100% true, right? I won't even sit here and dispute that maybe there was something going on that day, right?
Okay.
At the end of the day, Donald Trump stood up on a stage in front of people that were very passionate to his cause and told them to go there and told them to do these things.
He said peacefully and patriotically.
If you don't do something,
you're doing just what the news does. He said peacefully and patriotically. You're leaving out the part of his sentence that makes what he said fine, dude. I get it. I get it.
From people that were in that crowd, like, and what they're saying and what they're doing and how they're acting. Like, I'm like, I hear you, but like, no. At the end of the day, like.
I will admit this. I went to the website and I had tickets for that thing. And a friend of mine who is a massive conspiracy theorist who was supposed to go with me was like, bro, we are not fucking going. This is a CIA operation. We're not going. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen what Nat's talking about as well. Like, I've seen that video. So, I mean, I don't know. She definitely was trying to break into wherever that was. She was definitely trying to break into that area.
Yeah, but she's unarmed with like 5 other people. Like, you don't have to shoot a lady in the throat.
There was a lot of people there.
It is what it is. I listen. Like I said,
Yeah, and I'm respectfully, of course.
Dude from PA was sentenced last. I mean, the Supreme Court has made a decision on that. There's likely a lot of people about to getting their sentences overturned. We'll see how it goes. And there were fights outside, so I'm not sentenced for assault or anything like that. But it's just that the media desperately tried to make that into way more than it is. I'll tell you that much.
I think at the bare minimum, it was enough for me to not vibe with it at all.
I understand that. I can understand.
Even peacefully, like sending, like again, I'm even giving more concessions. Even peacefully going to say like, hey, let's overthrow this election peacefully. Sorry, that still doesn't really vibe with me at all. No, I'm sorry. Like, I don't believe the election was stolen. I don't believe that at all.
Okay.
I think that he lost the election, which is fine. Like, how it works.
Here's something I've been saving for like a week now. I've been really wanting to say to you. So, your favorite band, Green Day, made an entire album that I think you called the greatest album of all time.
American Idiot, greatest album of all time.
hating on George Bush.
Yeah, for sure.
And now you guys are in the same Dick Cheney. It's so funny.
So yeah, it is funny. But again, like that's just how divisive Donald Trump is. Like you do have a lot of Republicans on that side who are just like, I can't vibe with this guy. It's fucking wild that Dick Cheney's gonna vote Democrat. That's insane.
So here's how I look at it as an independent who's a conspiracy theorist, right? So back in the day with Bush and the Clintons, they hated each other. They were like mortal enemies, right? Bush gets in office, the Green Day, the whole Rock Against Bush tour. I remember it. They came to Vegas and everything. It was great. And the Bushes finish their terms. The Obamas get in. All of a sudden, you have the Clintons, the Bushes, and the Obamas touring the world together, making millions and millions of dollars giving speeches. And I'm just like, hold on. You guys never liked each other, and all of a sudden now you're all best friends? And that's when it occurred to me. It's all about being part of the club. I don't think we've had a legitimate, chosen by the people president since maybe even before Nixon. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would push back, and I don't know if I agree with that respectfully. I mean,
that's just a conspiracy theory. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could go back in time and again, politics are a very dirty thing, but once the politics are over and the elections come and they go, it's usually a very peaceful thing where it's there's always a peaceful transfer of power. There's always a level of respect between candidates running, and again, whenever all the former presidents get together, it's like a club. You know what I mean? Of course you would eventually become close with people who it's like quarterbacks hanging out, you know what I mean? Where it's just there's only 32 people in the world. I mean, obviously there's backups and stuff, but in terms of there's only 32 starting professional quarterbacks in the world for the NFL. That's such an elite club that I'm sure that those guys talk all the time.
Real quick, how's Nigel gonna call out Danielson after he got fucking suffocated to death?
Oh no, but I'm fucking hyped that we're getting Nigel versus Danielson. That's fucking gonna
Me
rock.
too. But he's a little incapacitated at the moment, isn't he?
That makes it even better. That's even funnier. Nigel knows he's hurt.
Yeah, Nigel's he'll never come out here and whoop my ass right now.
That's dope. But I mean, yeah, I get your point though. I can understand how that's kind of weird to see the election happen, and the next thing you know, they're all close. But again, I just think that's just how presidents are there's 55 presidents ever in the history of our country.
45.
45. Sorry, Jesus. That's what happens when you're up since 4 in the morning.
I believe Biden is 46.
Yeah, 46. That's yeah. So there's 46 presidents, and how many are alive? 5?
Yeah.
Jimmy
not
Carter's
too many
alive,
left.
right? Jimmy Carter's alive still?
I think so. If not,
His wife passed, but
I think he
alive.
is. I think he is.
Yeah, so it's just there's not many presidents alive. This is a very, very, very exclusive club. And they have to go to everything together. Whenever someone dies, whenever something happens where former presidents are needed to be make an appearance, they all have to show up. So it's of course they're going to bury the hatchet. It's George W. Bush never ran against Barack Obama. You know what I mean? Bill Clinton never ran against Bush. Yeah, no, he didn't run against George W. Bush.
Yo, Zach.
It's just hey, our parties were beefing and I had to stand by my party. So it's just we cool. It's yeah.
Yeah. It's the club, man. You're not part of the club. You ain't cool.
That's what I'm saying,
Full disclosure, me neither. Until AEW. Just saying.
Big star in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I thought I had heard he went to hospice or he passed. I heard he went to hospice. That's what it was.
He's very old. Yeah, that's the point. Jimmy Carter very old, but still alive.
He's like Crypt Keeper Ancient. They brought out the nice... Oh, these are the AEW chairs you can get, huh?
Yeah, I told you about them.
Oh, this is to watch the gauntlet match. Are we already... Whoa, it's 9:45. Time flew. This last hour just flew.
It'll be a fast goal. I mean, we're probably going to run late.
Oh, that was awesome. Ah, did you see that? Cash just took the sweat from his hair and flung it into Nick's face. Oh, that was so nasty. That was great. He's 99. He turns 100 October. You got to be joking, Matt. There's no way.
That's crazy. He should cast his vote early. That's a good question. If you cast your vote early and you die, does your vote still count?
He could absolutely do a mail-in vote right now, I'm sure. Unless
Yeah.
he could just fill it out right now. Shit, I'll fill it out for you, Jimmy.
You know what? Keep Jeff away from the ballot. Just a thought.
Oh, let's go, Will. Oh, shit. I just got chilled. Fletcher and Osprey?
Sick Assassin's Creed shirts. I bought one, actually. I did order it. I did, in fact. I got the black one on the left.
I can't get one because I would be a poser. I have never bought an Assassin's Creed game in my
I can
life.
respect that. As someone who loves Assassin's Creed, is a big fan of the series.
Yeah.
And I really dig the black and red color aesthetic. It's fucking sick.
I'd say the shirt is dope, but I've just never bought a game, so I would feel weird buying the shirt.
Oh, I totally get that.
Fuck, FTR versus... What do we even call this?
Well, it's a casino gauntlet match.
No, I'm talking about Osprey and Fletcher. What do we call their name?
I mean, they're part of it's Aussie Open still, I think.
Fletch Spray.
Well, no, it was United Empire. That's what they were.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Aussie Open and Will Ospreay were United Empire, along with Jeff Cobb and a few others.
I want Mark Davis back.
No, Nat, that's fair. That's fair.
Because he's already said that. All we have to do is enforce the laws we have in place already. They're just not everyone in.
So Jeff, I want to ask you a question. Since again,
yeah.
Whole conversation. So something at the debate last night that was said. So Trump was talking about the economy, and obviously a lot of my friends who are Republicans, a lot of them are like the economy is the reason why they vote Republican, which I can understand completely. So last night they were talking about the economy, and Donald Trump's obviously the thing that he brings up with the economy is the tariffs for imports, right? And so my thought process is the same, really, admittedly, as Kamala Harris, which if you tax imports to the other countries and you make them pay more, they're just going to raise their prices. And so the moderator asked Donald Trump, he's like, do you think Americans can afford these price increases that are going to come with these tariffs? And he said, there won't be price increases. And I have to ask, maybe there's some sort of part of the policy that he did that he isn't coherent enough to mention or bring up, or what exactly is his thought process that he's going to raise taxes or tariffs, whatever, the same thing, but if he's going to raise these tariffs for imports and the other countries are just going to not raise their prices, like, is it like good faith, or like what's the thought process there, or is he just delusional?
So the thought process is the tariff is a deterrent for them to be doing something else. So if they continue to be doing something else, he's going to put that tariff on them, which they might raise the price, but that's the risk that he's taking, considering he's thinking that if I throw, they're not going to do whatever it is that he doesn't want them to do. So without knowing exactly what you're talking about, like I don't look at his policies close enough, you know what I mean? But that's the general idea, is he's using those tariffs to get something. And if he's able to get what he wants, you know what I mean?
My problem with that is, and again, like I'm not grilling you right now. My problem with that.
No, yeah, I'll answer what I can.
No, I know. I just I try to keep it respectful. So like my problem with that is that like it just sounds like he doesn't really care about citizens of the country. Like he wants something, so he's gonna do whatever it takes to get it. So it's like what if my gas price goes up by $1 a gallon because that's an import, and
okay.
And they're the tariff, and the Saudis or whoever is sending the oil is like, well, if you're going to charge me more, I'm going to charge your customers more.
Okay, so the only thing that I could do is I could point you at history of the 4 years when when we had gas prices down at $2 and I believe 21 cents was the average when he left office. We're over $1 above that now. So if you look at his 4 years, he did do some of these tariffs, and I didn't see prices going up then, and I believe we had great prices at the time.
Okay.
Just kind of trying to go from memory. So that's all we can really do is look at our... I can't remember what words I'm trying to use tonight. Like our body of data that we have. That's, I guess, what I was looking for earlier. All we can really do is look back at the 4 years, and it'd be really tough for anybody to deny that economically we were doing great. Like, it would be very tough for that. But COVID absolutely destroyed that.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where the problem comes in. Yeah.
It's been very tough to recover from it. I'm not blaming anybody for any of that. It's just, it is what it is. So, all we could do is look at the 3.5 years, I guess, he had. Stock market at record high. My crypto was at a record high. I'll definitely go back to that. I'm looking at my pockets and I'm looking at the border. I completely understand everybody else's concerns in all the other places. It's just like, I'm hoping for 4 years we can fix the problems I'm worried about first, and then hopefully our future generation of politicians can fix the other stuff.
I understand that, and again, like I totally get wanting secure borders, because that's something I'm definitely interested in as well, and obviously the economy is something that affects all of us, so obviously I want the economy to be the best that it can be.
Just feels like every month, man, like U.S. citizen murdered by someone crossing the border, something crazy happens, the fentanyl coming across, like, it's just my main concern,
I get it, and maybe...
I got a kid.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like, I get it. Like, I mean, the wife and I are having conversations about that type of thing all the time, like bringing a kid into the world and like all those concerns. Like, I totally get it. I don't know. I mean, I get those things. I don't know if enough's being done on that end. I mean, I don't know if enough's being done to justify voting voting red come November. I mean, a lot of the issues that I have, my big ticket issues, really come down to, again, gun violence and just to be quite frank, abortion. I mean, I think it's kind of absurd to tell any human being, man or woman. I don't think the government has any say in what we can do with our bodies. If you want it to be a religious issue, you have every right to make it a religious issue for you personally. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a Catholic or whatever, if you say the Bible tells me this is wrong, you have every single right as an American citizen to live your life that way and practice your religion and say, like, hey, that's not acceptable for me. That's something that will never be acceptable for me. That doesn't mean you should impose that on everyone else.
They're not. It's completely up to the states is his position.
See, and he said that last night. And my thing with that is like, well, you're still making it about the government. Just because it's going to be voted by states, like Jeff, we are two white males, right? Who the fuck are we to tell a woman what she can't do with her body? Like, it makes no sense. Like, when you're saying leave it to the states, okay, well, people are still going to vote on it. And, like, what if enough white guys, or, like, I'm not even going to say white guys, like, enough men, like, who is a group of people to tell someone what someone else can't do with their body as long as it's not infringing on my rights, your rights? Like, I just think that's kind of weird. Like, you don't have to morally agree with an abortion being okay. Like, morally agreeing with it and thinking that, like, people have the right to their own bodies, like, those are two different things. Those two things don't have to be together. Because it's actually funny, because when the first election with Trump and Hillary was going around, that obviously abortion was still a big item. And, like, my stance on it at the time was very, like, I don't know, it seems kind of, I don't know if it's morally okay. And so, like, at that point, I was kind of, like, leaning one way, but then I was like, wait a second, like, it's because I don't really know if I would do that. That doesn't mean that someone else doesn't have the right to it. And I've kind of loosened on that well now, but still.
I've got a weird stance on abortion, especially, like, leaning right in this 2024. I do lean a little right, I guess. I actually agree that abortion should be legal. I feel like we're overpopulated. To say that the birth rate is down, and we need more people. I actually think we're overpopulated, so I don't mind at all. But I also, when it comes to voting for, unfortunately, that will not have a single effect on the way that I vote. I could absolutely give a fuck about that when it comes to the future of the country. Like, the citizens being safe, the border, all of that stuff. That is so far on the back burner for me.
Hold on, why is Stokely in the crowd? What is?
Yeah, Stokely is in the crowd. What
doing there? He's just there.
For who?
Is that a wrestler behind Stokely, or is that a fan in him?
It does. There's somebody in a mask and a red suit.
What is going on? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Absolutely. That was, it's just, it's so far on the back burner for me.
I get it, and everyone has different priorities, different issues. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I just want people to I actually want this to be a free country. And, like, I think that's kind of where it comes down to for me. Like, as far as I'm concerned, there was a bipartisan border bill in place, and Donald Trump made sure it didn't happen. So it's like...
So, I don't trust any bipartisan bills anymore, because each side always tries to shove something in there that the other side absolutely doesn't want. So I hate most of the bipartisan bills. Like, if you look at the one that they're doing right now to fund the government, the Republicans are putting in a part of that bill that says illegals are banned from voting in the election, which should already be a fucking... But it should already be a thing.
So I'll actually agree with you on this. I do think that you should have to be a U.S. citizen to vote.
Absolutely. I don't understand why anybody would want that. It makes no sense to me. But beyond that,
also say this. I think that it should be. Hold on.
Oh, we got some sort of special entrance.
Oh, it's MXM. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was something special. I do think, while I do think you should have to be a U.S. citizen to vote, I also think that process to become a U.S. citizen should be much easier.
I can agree with that.
I think that, like, my thought process is like, even from an economic standpoint, why wouldn't we want these people to become U.S. citizens? Like, honest question, like they could start paying taxes. They could start doing like you know what I mean? Like, they could start contributing to the country in ways like that. Like, we should make it super easy to become a U.S. citizen. It should be like, it should not be like you have to.
The reason that it's
free test that most average Americans couldn't answer, by the way.
The reason that it's not that easy is because, unfortunately, in America, we always have what's called the unemployment rate.
Sure.
And we always want to prioritize American citizens to be able to get those jobs before non come in and become a citizen like that. Technically now they are citizens, right? But people who were, natural born citizens may lose out on those opportunities. Not to say that they didn't try already or aren't even trying to get them. It's just that was the reasoning behind it, when the immigration laws were made more than 20, 50 years ago. They could probably look at redoing a lot of it. I fully agree with that.
I mean, yeah, and I get it, but like, at the end of the day, like, we're a country of immigrants. You know what I mean? Like, you think about Ellis Island, and I mean, even before that, you go all the way back to the founding of the country. Like, I mean, none of us were from here except for obviously Native Americans. It's like, I just think it's a good idea, and I'm not saying it has to be like the simplest thing ever, where it's like you fill out a form, bam, you're a U.S. citizen. I'm just saying, like, I think that we should have it where it's just like, if you come to this country, instead of, these people feeling like they need to, like, hide and be like an illegal immigrant, or like worry about being deported or whatever, like, why don't we like say like, hey, welcome to this country, like, let's figure this out where we can get you set up and working and or something. Like, you might start with nothing, but like, I don't know, like, that's how immigrants have.
I'm all for that
for hundreds of years, since the formation of the country. You come here with whatever you have on your back, your bag and your clothes on your back, and you make it work. Is it easy? No, but like, that's the whole premise of the country.
I'm all for making it easier, but the way that it's going right now, like, you show up at the border, you claim asylum, you tell them whatever name you want. You don't have to have any ID, no nothing. Nobody knows who you are, and they just let you in, man. Like, that's insanity in 2024, when there's so much different terrorism in all these different countries. That's wild that we just have so many people just walking through the front door. It's like, here's the way I like to tell it to a lot of my friends with the border. You lock your front door not because you hate people outside, but to protect the people inside. That's all. and you have to knock on the door, and we got to answer the door and say, who's there. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just leave the door open. It's kind of wild. That's all.
Again, I totally respect it. I can understand it.
Yeah.
I agree with Nat on that too. A lot of. I think the healthcare thing is.
Yeah,
weird.
that's wild. Yeah, it's wild.
Like I personally, I have insurance through my job, and I don't go to the doctor.
The price of medical.
I don't want to spend I don't want to spend money to go to the doctor. Like, I don't go to the doctor at all, ever.
Like if we didn't have insurance, Rome, we're still getting more bills for random stuff that they're tacking on after that.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't care if I have insurance. Like I do not want to spend the money that it costs.
Nat says I lock my door because I hate the people outside.
There you go.
Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, like we don't need to make any new laws. There's laws in place not to enforce them. We just need to enforce them. And I don't know how true it is because listen, I'm not researching stuff like I used to back in the day. But I heard in California, they are handing undocumented immigrants $150,000 to get a house. I'm sorry, but if you're not doing that for me and I've never bought a house, go fuck yourselves. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I would have to look into that. That sounds so absurd that, I just don't know if I believe that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. I thought it sounded absurd too. I was like, I have no idea if it's true, but my God.
I mean, because what would they have to gain from giving these people that don't pay taxes
vote?
Or they can't vote, right?
Well, there are certain states that are trying to allow them to vote.
Right. See, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Reform done, if they get to pass, what is it called, sweeping immigration reform, they get a new, 11 million instant voters because they're handing them, $1,000 cards, bank cards in New York City. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild out there.
Okay. Like I said, I still think you probably should be a U.S. citizen to vote.
100% so. What do you think about...
It should be a very doable process.
Here's something that... very crazy. So, if you want to go to the bank and withdraw some money, you need your ID. If you want to go to the airport and fly an airplane fucking anywhere, you need your ID. If you want to go outside and drive your car down to Wawa, you need your ID.
Right.
Why don't you need an ID to vote? I cannot fathom why everything that we do in life that's important requires an ID. But when it comes time to go do one of the most important things for our country, that only happens once every 4 years, you don't need an ID to vote.
Always
That's
ask for my ID when I vote.
Crazy to be. What's that?
They've always asked for my ID when I go to vote.
You don't have to. If they ask you for it, you could say I didn't bring it, and they're like, okay.
Oh.
You don't think there should be any homeless people? Me neither, Nat. Me neither. How much money have we shipped off to Ukraine and other countries? 150 billion, I think it was, to Ukraine. Listen, I feel for their people in their war, I do. But we have homeless people here. 150 billion, I think it's been. We need to, that's another thing, America first. I hate to say it, but that's, for a while now, I've been seeing how much money we ship off and how we don't care about our veterans and how we don't care about our homeless.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Like, it's unfortunate because if you look back in history, there was two sides in the country that were vying for, I don't want to say control, but I guess like control of the philosophy, the mindset of the nation. Where it was like a lot of people wanted isolationism, and then you kind of saw World War II. World War I to an extent, but World War II really kind of kicked it off, where it was like America decided that hey, we're gonna be involved here.
Yeah.
And so we're
gonna go help everybody.
It started with World War II, and that's just kind of where it's been the whole time since. It's just like,
Nat, I hate to say it, but that is the one place that we should never cut the budget. China is waiting for that time for us to be weak. They want to take over Taiwan. They want this shit. I bet you they would take Japan. That's the one thing in the world right now that stops World War III is America's strength.
I mean, the thing also...
What we should cut is NASA. I could give a fuck about going to outer space. It ain't gonna help anybody. 100 years, ain't nobody gonna be helped by us going to other planets. We should figure shit out here first, and then we could focus on outer space. But then again, NASA's budget is where this, the shadow government, I guess is what people call it. That's where they get their budget from. It's mostly from NASA. Man, I was hoping when the Outrunners were running out here, I was hoping we were going to get the Hurt Syndicate just like beat their asses before they got to the ring. What's this? Oh shit. Alright. Grit your teeth. I think them and FTR are just going to fight their way to the back. Yeah. Damn. Why would you care that they left, Will? The grizzled young vets. I love these guys. After the match, we're going to see them backstage brawling still.
Maybe.
I would at least hope so.
I mean, I do get Nat's sentiment, though, which is like, hey, like we could literally cut a fraction and still have the most powerful military in the world. It's like, that's not wrong.
Yeah, but strong is still not strong enough, if that makes sense.
I get it. Like, and again, I get the fear of that as well. But I mean,
Russia got this, That's another thing, guys. Like, my whole life, I've been anti-war. You know what I mean? Like, when George Bush was doing all this shit, fucking, I was anti-war as fuck. If you go look at Trump's record of wars, he has started 0 new offensives. Every other president has a minimum of 5 or 6. Everyone. Drop more bombs than anybody. Like, I'm anti-war. And, peace through strength. That's what we used to have. Oh, Kyle Fletcher. I fucking love Kyle Fletcher, man.
Outrunners win, I'm gonna turn this off.
Dude, as much as I want Mark Davis back, like I'm sure you've heard me say it like 10 times, Kyle Fletcher's way better off after he's been gone, hasn't he?
I mean, yeah, but like you could still be a tag team and still be an amazing singles wrestler.
Yeah. I just feel like Kyle's been elevated tremendously since gone, but
he has, but
I miss the tag team. Oh, the hidden blade on his knees. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was ahead of you now. Fuck. That was sick.
I'm not even there yet. I'm still not there. Still not there. Still not there. Not there. I don't even see Will Ospreay. I don't even know. How far ahead are you? Oh, there it is.
Probably 30 seconds, I guess.
Oh, wow. Hit it to the knees.
My recording stops at exactly 10, so I have to, like, catch back up to the real...
That's a really surprising win.
Yeah, and the finish was awesome.
This is a really weird direction that they're going in here.
Huh. I think this is how we break up Fletcher from...
Yeah, probably. That's a really weird direction.
Takeshita has to get involved in that, huh?
Yeah,
He brought home a box of 30 night vision goggles. That's like 30 grand. So, yes, Nat, wasteful spending in the government is a major deal of mine. I don't know if anybody knows. Just lost $6 billion. Like, they just lost it. They were just like, oh, yeah, we have no idea where it went. We did our budget. Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry about all that tax money you guys pay.
I
know you guys work real hard your 40 hours a week.
Wish I could find
What?
I wish I could find that $6 billion.
For real. I'm sure whoever found it's fucking happy.
Ouch.
That was a good episode of Dynamite. Match was cool. I think that was the most teams we've ever seen come out for a gauntlet. There was like a good 8 or 9 teams there, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think the direction's weird. I mean, like you said, maybe this is them getting Kyle Fletcher away from the Don Callis family. Excuse me, but
yeah, I agree. I
don't know. Like, it was definitely a weird direction. A little surprised that they didn't do something surprising for the.
Yeah, I know. No hurt business. Damn it.
Yeah, the vibes seemed like they were going in that direction, but I guess not.
I gotta stop putting them on the thumbnail. I might be jinxing it. Every time I put them on the thumbnail when we thought they were coming, it was a negative.
Well, because like there was a rumor today from Fightful that they've had talks with AEW, and usually when that type of news story happens, where it's like so and so had talks with AEW, they usually actually debut very closely to that.
Yeah, and they're usually that's like a hint, nudge type thing.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's like their way of kind of leaking, like, hey, you should probably pay attention because it's coming soon. And then they had this Casino Gauntlet match, which is perfect for surprises. I was like, clearly this is going to be what they do. They didn't.
Mm-hmm. Lashley was coming out. When? What are you talking about?
What is he talking about?
Oh, he's saying, he thought Shane O'Mac, MVP, or Lashley were coming out. Yeah, so did we, man. Yeah, Nat, there was a video not too long ago of a cop. He's arresting a guy who had a warrant. The guy legitimately had a warrant, but the dude had a fat stack of money in his pocket. And literally, he watched the cop take a giant chunk of his money and put it right into his pocket. And when they got to the police station, they had everybody out there, and the guy got pulled out of the car, and he's like, "Stop, everybody. I want a sergeant over here right now." And the sergeant comes over, and he goes, "This officer right here took money out of my bank withdrawal," because it was in a bank withdrawal, like an envelope. He's like, he took money out and put it in his door of his car. And he's like, the receipt for the bank is with the money. So when the cop pulled out the hundreds that he took out of the guy's money, the bank receipt was in there with the hundreds he grabbed, and he shoved it into his door on, like where your leg would be in the door jam. Yeah. And so the sergeant looks down in the door jam, and he grabs the money out of the police door, and the cop goes, "That's not mine." And the guy goes, "Yeah, we fucking know it's not yours." And he's just like, "Oh shit." He realizes he's caught. And dude, they arrest his ass right there on the spot, dude. They arrest that cop right on the spot.
Yeah.
Sucks for the dude. He was still getting arrested for his warrant, but he got his money back, and that cop was going. It was more than $1,000 too. He's gonna get grand larceny. He's gonna be fired. I doubt he'll police in that.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, the guy got his charges dropped, did he, King? Is that the same one we're talking about? I didn't see he got him dropped. City's going to give him extra money? Absolutely.
I agree with that too, Nat. I think that it makes sense.
The only thing about raising taxes on the rich, you got to look at it like this. Rich people can move if they fucking want to. If you raise the taxes on the rich to the point where they're going to move, you no longer have their tax revenue. So if you look at what's happened to New York State, it is an amazing example of why you don't raise taxes on the rich. They have lost a massive amount of tax revenue from New York. Gotten to the point where I think it was Cuomo when he was in charge. Wow, that's a great shot of her. She looks gorgeous.
It really is.
You're so pretty. They were going to start banning rich people from leaving the state without paying a giant chunk. Like, you had to pay to move. It was wild. And I completely understand the thought process behind it. It's more like we just need to lower taxes on everyone and stop with all the wasteful spending. If we could put people in place in our government that would stop the government from wasting their money, we would be a much, much better off country going forward. Like, just for example, what I said earlier, $6 billion from the Pentagon, just poof, missing. Sorry, gone, bye. You know, it's wild.
I mean, I get it. I get that you can't, like, you'd be concerned about them moving and stuff like that, but I don't know if that justifies not doing
It's happening. It already happened. Your state will lose all their revenue.
Exactly.
It's massively hurt New York.
Jeff's gonna eat you.
That video though, man, that shit's disturbing. The cop walks up and the lady's just sitting there like a zombie and bro, it's fucking crazy.
Well, there are fucked up people in the world, that's for sure.
She's got
no
fur sticking out of her mouth. The cop's like, it's actually pretty gross. The cop's like, smile for me, and he fucking takes a picture of her with the fur in her mouth. I was like, bro, what the fuck? But, alright, it is past 10 o'clock, past this old man's bedtime. Got anything else you wanted to go over wrestling-wise here tonight?
No, I think we're good.
Alright, well, go ahead and close us out, sir.
Absolutely. Well, this has been a watch-along of AEW Dynamite with the Broken Tables podcast. Thank you to everyone hanging out with us here tonight and having adult and civil conversations. That's more than you could probably say for most things, or most people you have these types of conversations with. Like my mom, for example. My mom, who is a MAGA. She went MAGA when these two ladies knocked on her door, like basically like converted her.
Nice.
Not nice. My mom is trying to actively tell people not to vote if they're voting Democrat. Like, she is actually, like, in her own very personal way, committing election interference. She's like, she legit like told my grandmother and myself, who are both planning to vote Democrat, don't vote. Please don't vote. Don't bother voting. Like I'm not gonna repeat things that she said. But like, got my grandmother, who, God bless her soul, love me. She said, like, well, my vote will cancel out your vote. I'm still voting. So I was like, savage. Love it.
Nice.
But anyways, that's it.
All right.
We'll be back.
Well, remember, everybody, if you can't have a nice conversation with your friends who might be on the other side of the aisle from you, like we did, something's wrong. Just make sure you can have nice conversations with each other. We're all still gonna have to live here together and be friends in the future. So,
come November 6th, like, we're all still here. So it's just like,
yeah, exactly. Yep. We all still gotta live here. So thank you guys very much for joining us here tonight, and until Saturday night, for guys out.
Matt, you're right.